Good evening, everyone, and I hope you're having a marvelous Christmas Eve. My name is Corinne. I'm the Botanical Curator and Designer at the Wilder Institute Calgary Zoo, and I want to welcome you into the ENMAX Conservatory. Here we have in the conservatory the Nutcracker Ballet as our Christmas display. Our story begins as Clara and her family are also celebrating Christmas Eve. During their party, she receives a wonderful gift of a nutcracker, and she so loves it that in the end she falls asleep beside the Christmas tree with her nutcracker clasped in her arms. As she falls asleep, some strange things start to happen. All of a sudden the toys become alive, and her nutcracker turns into a nutcracker prince. And the mice in the house turn into mouse kings with fierce weapons. We have created a little nod to our mouse kings on our wreaths. These little mouse kings were created by our team. We have a volunteer, Carol Hugler, who helped us with creating the costumes, and we all helped together to cut them out and make them. The head of our conservatory, Boyd Nave, has a 3D printer, so he made the tiny little swords and the little crowns for us. So we had a ton of fun creating these. Fortunately, as our story continues, the Nutcracker King and Clara vanquish the Mice King. And so that takes us to the next part of our story in the Garden of Light. Now that the fierce Mouse King and his army have been vanquished, the Nutcracker Prince takes Clara into the land of sweets. And there they receive many, many treats. In this space, we just wanted to make it really just an experience of twinkly lights and romantic figures. So we've just kept the decoration simple with hundreds of twinkly lights. So our third space that you have to enjoy in the ENMAX Conservatory, we've titled The Waltz of the Flowers. That was also one of the rewards that the Sugar Plum Fairy gave to Clara and the Nutcracker Prince for vanquishing the fierce Mouse King. This space we just envisioned as really pretty. Lots of pink, lots of flowers, and lots of ballerinas. Fortunately, we have wonderful volunteers that help us with these displays. My Tuesday volunteers will tell you they've fluffed many, many trees. I also have a wonderful volunteer named Betty who used her little Cricut machine to cut out all my little ballerina silhouettes on this wonderful garland. So this tree is our ballet slipper tree. I just knew there would be some way of creating ornaments with using ballet slippers. I spent many hours in my kitchen table adorning them with all sorts of flowers and butterflies, which is appropriate for this space. Lots of glitz and gleaming things. My kitchen table is still embedded with glitter because I've done so many display items there. And these were really fun. After the enchantment of the Land of Sweets, the Sugar Plum Fairy waves goodbye to Clara and her Nutcracker Prince, and they glide off in a beautiful sleigh. And this is our interpretation of that moment in the ballet. Some of our visitors from last year might recognize this sleigh that we used. We had it up on our North Shore with Santa in it actually for a little while. But this year, because we wanted to do something prettier for the Nutcracker, we re-envisioned it. There's many thanks that need to go to Tyler from Chinook Auto Upholstery, who donated his time and materials to recover the seat from black to gold. And then our team painted it white and gold. And I think it totally transforms the look to a totally different aesthetic and really speaks to this theme and this display. And you can come join us on the stage, take a beautiful picture with your family. And I really hope you enjoy this. It's a labor of love, a beautiful place to be, I think. I hope you've enjoyed this little behind the scenes in our Nutcracker display at the ENMAX Conservatory. And I really do hope that you enjoy the whole of the ZOOLIGHTS experience here at the Wilder Institute Calgary Zoo.